Good day to you. For those of you who follow and watch this every single day, if you have video showing, yes, I shaved my beard. And for those of you who only listen, just imagine what it would have looked like if I had a beard for 3 straight months and then shaved it. The things that you do in life. Just couldn't do it anymore. All right, still working on the theme song for the show. It's going to go something like this. This is the Zack Miller Says Show. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No, I can't use that. That's like the ESPN Sports Center one. But do-do-do-do-do-do. Working on it. So one thing that I think is not talked enough about in life, and is something that can very positively or negatively affect your life, is you surrounding yourself with people that make you better and stronger, and the fact that you actually can control that. And I think that so many people would say, oh, I'm around these people, these are my friends, these are my coworkers, and I get it, these are the people that you surround yourself with. But just like negative thoughts are just that, positive thoughts are good things too, right? And so if you're surrounding yourself with a bunch of negative people, many would say that you would start to be negative yourself. And so instead, why wouldn't you want to put yourself around people that you liked being around? Why, if someone was annoying you or bullying you or, I don't know, insert however many different words to describe something that is displeasing you here, you can remove yourself from those scenarios. And I think all too often people will continue to put themselves in those scenarios instead of putting themselves in positive ones, right? I know I was that person myself. Quick story, back to my days in TV news, I found myself in what I thought was somewhat positive, hanging out with a bunch of people in my career that were really negative. And it made me negative. It made me, for a little while, someone that I didn't want to become. And I had to recognize that, these people are holding me back. And I think a lot of people call that the rat race, and they allow themselves to continue to be in the rat race, and they become status quo, and then they don't set out to who they want to be, because they allow themselves to just, get safe, or they don't end up doing the things that they want to because it's just easier for them to, deal with it, if you will. Instead of dealing with it, understand that, we're all put on this earth to do something amazing, and I actually believe that. I believe that we all control our destiny. Yeah, days suck, things suck, but what we put into it is what matters. And what I find so freaking important is that if you are not satisfied with the scenario, if you don't like what someone's saying about you, you don't have to continue to put up with that crap. You can find a way to get out of it. And what I found, and something that I like to say a lot, is, we find excuses before actually trying to get rid of that thing or to try that thing. And don't find a reason why you can't do something if you haven't even put in or attempted to put in the necessary requirements to make that scenario better. And I believe that the whole saying, the 5 people you surround yourself with, I love that saying. I think it's so important. The majority of those 5 people that you spend the majority of the time with, I would hope, are making your lives absolutely amazing and not absolutely miserable. If they're the miserable side, you should probably, as a resolution, as a guy who doesn't like resolutions, your resolution should be to remove those negative things out of your mind and out of your life, right? There's a good resolution for you this year. Remove the crap from your life, right? That'll be a really good one. But we just allow ourselves to be like, I can't do that or whatever. Like, I've been there. I've had friends that made me worse. So you slowly but surely remove them, or you just stop hanging out with them, right? If you want to be someone and you feel like people are holding you back, you should probably remove them from your scenario. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, not someone like that, so obviously maybe there's medically trained ways to do this. I just get rid of them, because that's what I would do. If I'm not satisfied with something, or I don't like where something's going, I just stop communication with that person. And I don't consume them. It's kind of like I used to subscribe to someone. I used to follow them. I used to get their emails. I don't like what they're saying now. So you remove them. Why not do that in your own day-to-day lives as well, right? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't be resilient and work through certain scenarios, but oftentimes we are consuming negative material and wondering why we're negative. We're putting ourselves into negative scenarios with negative people, and we're wondering why our lives aren't as positive. Pretty freaking simple. All you are is surrounding yourself with a bunch of negativity. So my recommendation, find people that you absolutely adore, you look up to, you want to be friends with, and become friends with them, right? I remember many years ago, when I started recognizing this during my career in TV, I had to find people in different markets because a lot of the people that lived where I lived weren't go-getters. And so the same goes now, where people all across the country, because of this thing called the internet, I'm allowed to communicate with them. I can hop on a call, a Skype call, a Zoom call, a Facebook call, whatever it is, and you can just communicate with them. And so that can be so powerful. So don't find excuses as to why you cannot improve the scenarios that you put yourself in. You open every door that you want to. Open the doors that are going to be powerful, not the negative ones. And if you open one that you thought was going to be good and ends up becoming bad, okay. There's bad apples everywhere. You just throw that apple away. The same goes for here, right? But don't allow geography to ruin this opportunity as well, because if you can hear this, you can probably communicate with someone all across the world. So find them by searching databases, go on groups, on your favorite social networks, use hashtags to figure out where these specific people are, start following what they're saying, and if you like what they're saying, then just reach out to them. Hashtag just say hey, right? That's my whole movement. And then what you'll find is that you just surround yourself and consume yourself with those other people, and their positive impacts in you, good things will happen. So don't allow negativity to continue to run through your life. Don't let negative people continue to be there. Find creative ways to remove them. It could be as simple as just throwing them in the trash, right? Because what I really want you guys to do is to be positive. Because if you're negative things will happen. All right, this is where I end the show with the Zack Miller Says theme song. Do 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 do. Zack Miller Says theme song. Do 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 do. And then I roll this into an ad that says do do do. If you liked what you listened to, you should buy my book. All you have to do is go to ZackMillerSays.com/anomaly, and you can get your copy of Anomaly now. And if you go to Amazon and try and buy it, here's what will happen. It won't be delivered until April 2nd. But I have advanced copies. ZackMillerSays.com/anomaly. Whoa! Woo!